Hello, Mr. President. How's the golf swing? Sir, you know I'm retired. Well, who the hell plans a field trip to a place like that? All right. I'm in. And sir, I'm gonna need the biggest fucking gun you've got.
Hey, whoa, are we dropping dong or not? Oh, yeah, is that what you're doing? I thought I was going to do the thing. Oh, no.
Nate!
Did I beat you to it?
I was being my sleepy Frank Castle.
That's not a sleepy Frank Castle.
I'm
A
so
sleepy Frank Castle is more like, I will break him.
I'm just so sleepy.
That's not at all what he sounds like.
Hey, I need to know this right now from all of you gentlemen. How do you prefer your liquor? In a bottle or brought to you by a semi-truck remote control car?
I mean, do you even have to ask,
Yeah.
sir?
Dude,
Yeah.
Definitely the remote control car.
I rewound it and Holly goes, "Are you rewinding it because of the remote control car?" I'm like, "You bet your ass
Yes.
I am."
If you zoom in real close, there's a little remote control guy in there arm wrestling and doing his little pump.
I wanted to see
Yes.
fucking, it was Rolling Vengeance, dude. That's what we need is that little remote control of that.
Bringing
I'd
your
rock
bottle
that.
of liquor, I like that. That's kind of cool.
Absolutely. Yep.
There it is. The liquor bottle he broke at the fucking dock is what it is.
There you go. That's it.
Is a
Yeah.
thick bottle. Thick bottle.
So, yeah.
So how everybody's doing? How is everyone doing tonight? We are talking about a really cool film. Again, this is another one of my birthday picks, right? So this is another comic book movie.
Happy
because
birthday.
what
I
I
don't know
wanted
when
to
it
do.
is, but
Yeah.
I know I got it.
So it's Mickey's birthday. Dolph Lundgren's in his birthday suit. It just makes sense.
He is. He
Yeah,
is.
that's why he picked
right.
it.
That's why
Yeah.
I picked it. Exactly. I like that. No, it's fine. So yeah. So this is The Punisher from 1989. We're going to talk about that. But before we get to that, we have a very special guest. I think this is the first time
Ew.
from the
Hey,
main
fuck you.
show.
Hey, ew.
Nate, how you doing, Nate? What's up,
Well,
man?
hello. I just decided to invite myself to your birthday party.
I love it.
That's usually what happens.
Used to be on the main show.
Used to
I'm
be.
just
Why-
saying.
He's still
Why did it take a year to get
in
me on
spirit.
the B action?
That's because
Also,
we didn't cover Street Fighter.
I'm fairly certain the Punisher was my dibs. I feel like we negotiated it, and then
We
I
did.
found out,
And
I
you
went, hey.
left. Yeah.
Oh,
Negotiations.
yeah. Okay.
and I went,
Ended.
well, there's no way in hell I'm missing this.
Yeah.
Okay.
yeah,
okay.
so I told Charlie, I said, Nate invited himself. Charlie said, good.
yeah.
That's because he didn't want to text any further.
That was it, yeah.
I hate texting. It's well
Yeah.
known
Hit him with
now.
the thumbs up.
No,
Always a thumbs
you
up.
never
sir.
hit anyone up with a thumbs up.
Always a thumbs
Especially
up.
Anna. Here's two of them.
Yeah.
No,
Okay,
no thumbs up.
USA.
Swamp Thing's thumb.
Swamp Thing. Yeah, you got to hit him with the swamp.
I
Thing.
don't
Thumbs up,
want
buddy.
anyone's thumb.
Oh man. Well, before we get started, anything, do we have a trailer, Charlie?
You know we got a trailer.
Let's roll that beautiful bean footage.
If society won't punish the guilty, he will.
You see this board here? Every time he kills somebody, I put a red pin in it. So far, the only thing that I've got to show for it is these little calling cards here and a whole bunch of these.
Now let me tell you something about this Punisher. If he ever shows up within 1,000 yards of me, he'll find out what the word punished really means.
He defends the innocent. But if you're guilty, he gives no warning and shows no mercy. What the hell is this?
Trouble.
Dolph Lundgren. Louis Gossett Jr.
Mr. P, happy hunting.
The Punisher. Justice with a vengeance.
I'm so sleepy.
He's not sleepy.
Yes, he is, dude.
He's
No.
congested, man.
Yeah.
He has that.
He
I
meditated.
just
Sleeping
woke
in
up.
a sewer, bro.
He has that. I just woke up voice.
No, that's no.
He probably
As
never
a man
sleeps.
learning English
That's
voice.
true too.
There.
That is a man who rewrote his lines so he could say them.
That's correct.
Yep. Yep.
So-
Also true.
Yeah, so let's talk about our history, right? Why don't we start with our guest, Nate? What's your history with the Punisher?
So my dad hated Dolph Lundgren for some reason. I do not know why, but I remember finding out there was a Punisher movie as a kid and being blown away because, like any kid that was into comic books, rented the Sega Genesis game. I could not wait for a Punisher movie. Like, you know, it's one of those. I can't remember if it was flipping through the channels or something like that, but being aware of it, I'm like, oh, and was not allowed to watch it because they just didn't want to watch it. It wasn't like because of content. So it wasn't till I want to say around high school, because that would have been 2003, 2004. Remember when Walmart had like the first time they did the $5
Oh, yeah.
DVD bins?
Yeah.
And that was such a huge thing back then, where now it's just like, you just walk by and go, okay. But like, back then, it was like, no, stick your hand as deep as you can and twirl it and move it up and down and go up and down, left to right, and to find the
Charlie.
DVD.
Can I laugh in your face?
And, you know, that's where you'd get like the Super Mario Brothers, the Street Fighter, Big Trouble in Little China. That was where the Punisher was. And I remember a buddy bought it because I was with him, and then we watched it. And I didn't know quite what to think at age 13, 14, because it was a cool action movie, but of course harping on not having the logo on the shirt. But it's also Dolph Lundgren, but it's also he doesn't reload a single bullet. What the fuck are you doing, Dustin? God damn
I'm
it.
focusing my camera, dude.
Well, your
Don't
camera
worry
doesn't
about
every
what
time.
I'm doing.
No, he's like, oh, let me put my hand in front of the screen while people are talking. Doesn't make any goddamn. The audience doesn't even know what's happening right now.
Nope, this ain't getting edited.
No, fuck them. But it was around that time. It's been a long time since I've seen it. I bought the Australian Blu-ray
Oh, hell yeah.
with the fingers crossed that it would work, and it did.
Nice.
And I got to watch the unrated cut last night, and oh man, was it awesome. And I got to watch a little bit of the work cut, which had the additional 15 minutes. I didn't get to finish watching the first additional 15 minutes, so I got like halfway through.
Oh, the prologue that they filmed.
Which
for
the
beginning
first
of it.
like 7 minutes I saw was awesome. It's just an
Yeah.
additional gunfight. It gets to see Frank with Louis Gossett Jr. when they're both partners and they're both on a case. Like, I don't know.
Yeah.
To me, there are no bad Punisher movies. And this is just another good one that gets shit on way too much.
I
So
agree.
that's my brief history. I'm excited for tonight.
Heck yeah. Let's go with Charlie. What you got, buddy?
Like Nate was saying, you know, as a kid, we all heard about this. I mean, this didn't help. This also came out the same year Batman did. So, you know, it kind of got kicked in the dick a little bit. And they were like, yeah, we're not even going to put this in theaters.
Yeah.
But I remember ads for this on the backs of comic books, man. Marvel was behind this quite a bit. You know, the whole thing where they were like, we didn't get the rights for the skull from Marvel. No, Marvel's like, no, you could have used the skull.
Yeah, they
You
could have.
guys-
They just decided to be dumbasses.
yeah, you guys said nada. But I always just remember seeing this on the back. There's actually a comic adaptation of the movie that's out. But like Nate, I got that DVD from Walmart that was like $5. It was the cardboard snap clip.
Oh,
version
those
of it.
classic ones.
Yeah, and matter of
Yeah.
fact, that's the exact one I watched. This might have
Oh
been
my
like
God, that picture has to be awful.
this had to be like the third or fourth DVD I ever bought when I got a DVD player. And I'm sorry, I still think this movie needs to be watched in a dirty lens. It's just a filthy movie, and it needs to stay filthy.
The Blu-ray keeps that filthy because you get to see all the film grain, and like the unrated cut, it every scene that's unrated, is not remastered. It's literally, it will hard cut to the VHS. And you know for a fact that you are watching a very, very grimy movie during those moments. But
I'm not mad about that at all.
Not at all.
No.
I've championed this movie forever as a kid growing up watching it. You know, as soon as I was able to rent it, you know, this is another one like Dad's like, you're into comic books. It's a comic book character. Let's watch it. Oh shit, there's tits. A lot of gunplay, a lot of blood. Awesome. Yeah, I'm glad I let my son read comics and watch comic movies. Matter of fact, I think this is still to date the only Marvel movie with nudity in it. So it's
Deadpool.
Oh yeah.
The first Stan Lee works at a strip club, dude.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, there's tits in the first one.
That's it.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay, so 2 Marvel movies with nudity in them.
Mhm.
But this one held the record for the longest so far.
Howard the Duck?
Call it that.
Well, I mean,
No, I know.
that's an asterisk there.
No, I know.
They would still had feathers.
Hey, no one's yum, man.
Honestly, yeah.
Hey, you know what? If you're gonna pull pud to whatever.
That's what I'm saying.
That kink needs to be put back in the box, boys.
All right, Howard the Duck, get back over there until
It
we
really
cover
does, especially when I found out they're like really long and it's a corkscrew and it's got barbs. That really, once you learn that, ducks aren't the same.
I'm talking about that duck that's in the bathtub as he's flying through the houses that has her tits out.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm talking about
You're
real
talking
ducks,
about
cocks.
duck dick, yeah.
Yeah.
Duck dick.
This is what happens when you let Nate on here. You know that, right?
I love it.
This is exactly what it is. So I'm done with my history because I can't top that anymore. So
Oh, well then let's move on to Dustin. What's your history, my guy?
Believe it or not, this was a first time watch for me.
No
Very
way.
And the version I watched on YouTube, I feel like Mickey and Parker now because you said there were tits in this movie.
Yeah.
The one I watched on YouTube did not have any nudity in it.
Well, that's what you get for watching it on YouTube. You should have bought an Australian Blu-ray.
But it had those insert cuts you're talking about, Nate.
Nice.
Where it looks like the VHS, like it was like the deleted scenes or whatever.
And it would just be like someone gets shot and you can see more blood.
Yeah.
Extra gun down is all it was.
Japanese dude that gets shot and you see 3 bullet holes distinctly in his head. And it's just like, yes.
Yeah. I have gone on record about who my favorite Punisher is here. Like Ray Stevenson, hands down, is my favorite Punisher. I didn't, like you guys brought it up, I didn't like the fact that he didn't have anything that said he was the Punisher other than his hair.
His whole physique is
not
the Punisher.
Not the painted on beard that didn't.
Not that shoe polish 5 o'clock shadow he has.
That fucking boots. Those boots. I want those boots so bad,
dude. Nothing in this movie tells you it could have been named anything. It could have been anything else.
I really could have. That's my Frank Castle.
I don't, dude. Ray Stevenson is where it's the fuck at, man. But Frank Castle and the Punisher,
I like
dude.
Every actor that's been.
We're gonna get into it, and I'm gonna talk about who I don't like because Mickey already knows.
Okay,
but this is a first time watch. Charlie knows too. This is a first time watch. And yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Mickey, what about you, man? You brought this movie to the table. How you? What's your history with the Punisher?
So funny enough, I didn't know this movie existed until the Thomas Jane Punisher movie came out, which is crazy, right? Because I was watching comic book movies and
2006.
Maybe my parents tried to shield me from it. I don't know. They usually let me watch some edgy stuff.
Did your parents hate Dolph Lundgren as well for some reason?
My dad loved Dolph Lundgren, so no, it would have been fine. But yeah, so when the Thomas Jane Punisher
2004,
came out, yeah, like after watching that, you know, I forgot how I found out. But somebody was like, "Have you seen the Dolph Lundgren one in the 80s?" And I was like, "There's an 80s Punisher movie," and like immediately went to rent it. And like, I was like, "Man, I'm so mad I missed out on this as a kid, like growing up, because I love this. This is my kind of stuff." And so I've seen it several times since then. It's been a while since I watched it. This was the first time I watched it in probably like, I don't know, 10, years, maybe something
Good
like that,
Lord.
because it's been a
Yeah,
while.
that's what it feels like for me. I mean, it's been a while.
I
Yeah.
watched this last year. What's
I-
wrong with y'all?
I don't know,
Charlie,
man.
Charlie's like, I fall asleep to it every night.
Yeah.
I didn't get mine delivered from a dingo until a couple weeks ago,
Kangaroo hops up and pulls it out of his pouch and hands
and
it
it
to
put
Nate.
it in. No, I put it in the mailbox. It was really great. Then it went and got hit.
Then we got hit.
And went and punched the fucking car, dude.
Yeah, he punched the car. We talked to a guy from Australia. They hit cars.
Yeah, they hit cars and then they get ran over like deer.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
You got to have kangaroo insurance. That's a real thing.
Kangaroo insurance.
He's not actually
I'm not
lying right
lying.
now.
I get it.
He's really not.
Yeah.
It's a problem.
But I'm not gonna go much deeper in it than that, other than I was happily surprised to know of this movie once I watched it and enjoyed it and watched it. I would introduce it to other people that maybe didn't know. Like, did you know there was a Punisher? And, a few friends that didn't know, and I got to spread that joy, which is awesome. So I'm not gonna go too much deeper into it other than that. But I wanted to touch on the Punisher logo thing you brought up already,
Sure.
Yeah.
because
Bring it up.
I remember my initial reaction being like, why not? Like, that's
Yeah.
bullshit, But watching it this time, to me, I was like, I mean, I know who he is, like,
Yeah.
because they say who he is. I don't really need it. It would be cool to have it.
Yeah.
I mean, we have it on his knives, like he's carved it into his, like, the palm
So
of his
cool.
daggers.
Yeah.
Boot knives.
I mean, sure, if we could have seen it, like, maybe at the end, like, he picks it up or something, that would have been great. But
This was a whole movie for an origin of a T-shirt.
yeah, exactly.
Exactly. But but to Mickey's point, can you imagine Batman not having a cowl?
Well, that would have
cowl?
happened if we
you know
would
what
have
I
not
mean?
let Tim Burton make it.
But you know what I mean?
But to
Like,
me, it's just a fucking shirt. I don't care.
no, dude, like it's not just a shirt, it's a symbol that people are afraid of.
I get
Yeah,
that.
you know
I
what they're
get
also
that.
afraid of? Bullets and knives
He's
and
almost
explosions.
Okay.
So I mean, in the comics, whatever. Yeah, that's kind of. But he's also kind of like he's just this, like Batman. He's this thing, this shadowy, like he's the boogeyman, right? Like you don't want that guy coming for you. Like
For 5 years, too, he's been on the streets just fucking knocking out
so like
mobsters.
he's almost, at least in this movie. Let's just say in this movie, I would say in all iterations, but at least in this movie, he's beyond. He is the symbol. His legend is the symbol. The Punisher.
Yeah.
He kills gangsters. Like if you're breaking the law, he's gonna punish you. Like
This-
no
Punish.
ifs,
Yeah.
ands, or buts about it. I'm not asking you why you did it. I'm gonna blow you away.
For
so it's
some
like
reason,
it's
this
fearful
is one
for
of
them.
yeah. For some reason, this is one of those that they decided he didn't need an origin story,
Which
Like,
I love.
Yeah,
They
that's
they
fine.
kind of did one, then they cut it. Then you get flashbacks, and that's
I hated
fine.
how
But
they
it,
did that though. Like they
Yeah.
really talking about
They
that prologue. I wish I'd seen
Yeah,
that.
and that's where the prologue comes in handy. But
Yeah.
also, it's just like, fuck it. They blew up his,
Yeah,
they
I
blew up
know
his
how he
family,
became the
and you know what? Keep on moving because we got bullets to fly.
yeah,
How-
you don't waste time with it, and I'm fine with that.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, and I'm fine with the 5-year start mark because how many times do we have to watch Uncle Ben get fucking killed or
Yeah.
Dude,
The
that's always
Waynes
been my
die.
argument.
stuff
Yeah.
like that?
How many times have the Waynes died on screen at this point?
A lot.
Exactly. I'm fine with that, but how far back do you guys go with the Punisher? Comic book wise, or
Childhood.
whatever. Yeah, like
I mean,
reading
when
and
he
shit.
was
Like high
in
school,
like
I mean-
Spider-Man and stuff, like it was just like
High
a
school.
cool guy.
My
Okay,
first
I'm just asking.
Punisher was War Journal. So that was like late 90s, I think.
like
Like there was a little
not
corner
Civil-
store. There's
not
a little
Civil War Journal, right?
No, like the
No,
OG
the original
Punisher
Okay,
War Journal.
yes.
There was a little corner store across from my school. Like, so after football practice, I'd walk over there and get like a drink and like check out the comic books, and that's where I found that. And I was like, dude, this is pretty badass.
Punisher really got his stride whenever they started doing like the Marvel Max, and you got the Punisher Max series.
And
that
he had the
would come
War
out.
Machine Max and stuff.
War Machine. They
for
could go a
me-
little darker with those.
And I think I've mentioned this before on the show. It's the Garth Ennis run. Like that Garth Ennis run
Oh,
is
dude.
so
Absolutely.
fucking good. Like that's
So-
the run of the Punisher for me.
I started reading Punisher at Civil War. Like I didn't get into comic books until around that time when the
Mhm.
first Civil War happened.
Right.
And then I delved back. But Punisher has always been one character that I've always gravitated to because I just really liked his story. And in this movie, we've already established he's been doing this for 5 years. How come no one's fucking afraid of him?
What do you mean by afraid?
Yeah.
Because-
Like there's that asshole that gets out of jail and he goes, if the Punisher comes to me, I'm gonna no, dude.
I think
the Punisher,
it's because
like,
they're mobsters and they think
that
that,
doesn't
they
fucking
can
matter,
do
dude.
anything.
that
They
doesn't
can
matter.
do anything. They got
And-
money and they got whores and they got cocaine.
No.
I actually, I'm sorry, professional sex workers and cocaine.
Yeah, women of the night, Nate.
Yeah.
You gotta put it in context though. He's talking to the cameras. He's talking to the news.
That's true.
He's
No,
got
and I
a
get
lot
that.
of.
I
He's
get
doing
that
this. I
too.
got off. Like I
But
beat the
that's
law.
that's not the first one that does it. The dude who comes back from Europe, he's like, "Oh, the Punisher? I don't care." I'm like, "Why the fuck don't you care?"
I get what you're saying because you don't want to tempt fate, right? Like you
Yeah.
keep push that button, you keep saying the devil's name, he's going to appear. But I think a lot of it is also bravado. Like they don't want to look scared on camera. Like there's other
Yeah.
gangsters out there that are like
You gotta
trying
keep
to
your
trying
nuts.
to take their
I'm
territory, and they're
talking-
like, "No, I don't care, man. That guy don't mean shit
And I
to me.
think
I'll fuck him up."
they
if he
did the
comes around."
same thing with the Daredevil one, didn't they? Like, where it's
yeah,
just like,
kinda.
I don't care about the Punisher. Like,
Yeah,
But up until like, did you just watch the new Daredevil series? That
I
was
still
on?
haven't watched it yet.
I did.
I
Dude.
need to.
It fucking rules, and I'm gonna get to it now.
When
John
I learned
Bernth-
that
John
Daredevil's
Bernthal.
not in it for much, I was kind of bummed out.
No, dude, it's fucking worth it. But John Bernthal is my least favorite Punisher. I
Okay.
just don't. I don't. It's
like
just a
him.
personal. It's a personal thing. I'm not a huge
That's
fan
the
of it.
first thing we're actually like John Barenthal, because every time I'm like, this guy sucks. I'm like, this guy really
He
sucks.
redeemed
And then I'm like, oh,
himself because he was
he
Shane.
did. Yeah.
Yeah,
I
But
hated
I've-
Shane so bad. I
Shane
hated
lived
John
way too
Bernthal.
long.
He did.
wasn't a fan of him until like throughout the whole series. They're like muttering Frank Castle's name, and you see the city trembling over Frank Castle's name being muttered.
Are you
Yeah.
talking about in the new Daredevil show?
That's what I'm still
Okay,
talking
Nice.
about.
Okay.
So
Well-
he's in it, and they're like, "Fuck, you mean Frank Castle's around? What do you mean?"
They've set it up to be like that though.
But
You
that's
know,
the thing. In
it's-
this movie, it's a 5-year guy. He's killed 125 plus people.
That's not a lot in 5 years if you think about it.
No, especially in this movie, how many people he killed.
No.
Yeah, in
let me
this
put it
movie,
in-
in a 2-week span,
Oh,
he
yeah,
killed
yeah,
a
yeah,
lot
yeah,
of
yeah,
people.
for sure.
No, but let's put it in Dustin's perspective. When we watch the Ray Stevenson one, they go to an entire fucking basement, and he's like, "Where are the Frank Castle files?" And he gestures around himself, going,
You're
"Everywhere."
looking at
Yeah.
And all of that
it's
was
this entire
Punisher.
basement.
This Punisher is not going out after purse snatchers. He's not going. He is
No.
only after one
No,
specific
sure.
family.
Organized crime.
One
Yeah.
type of bad guy. If you're
The crime that took
Yes.
out his family.
Mhm.
That's
Yeah.
all
Like
he
in the
cares
comics.
about.
Yeah.
Like this is
And-
a pseudo origin because he's not to the vigilante we know. So he's still on his own personal vendetta to get these guys. You know,
Okay.
which is Tommy's dad. I can't remember his name, but you know, that's
the wise guy.
he-
The
that's
fucking
the guy
wise
he's
guy.
after.
It's fucking fake Joe Piscopo.
He had a little
Yeah.
bit of like a French accent or something. I couldn't really tell. It wasn't quite like. if
Well, I
you're
think
talking
it's where it was like where I was in Europe.
He was
for
in
a
Europe
while
for
or
a while,
something.
and he like
yeah.
pick up the accent while you were there.
Yeah, the
Oh,
accent.
shit.
Yeah. But in this instant, like in the comic books, how far along do they not know Frank Castle's the Punisher? Like, I mean, I'm being genuinely
In this one,
serious.
I guarantee they've known he's the Punisher since day one.
In this
I don't-
movie,
In this movie,
I don't know, because Louis
well,
Gossett
nobody-
Jr. acts surprised that Frank
Is
Castle's
nobody
alive.
It is-
believes it's him. They think he's dead, but Louis
Yeah.
Gossett Jr. is like the one guy that's like, I know it's him. And like,
Yeah.
nobody
Woman
believes
detective's like, well, I can get you the Punisher.
She
Yeah.
goes, I think he's Frank Castle.
me. I
too," but
believe you
nobody-
too. Yeah.
I don't. That's what I'm asking. Like in the comics, does it say like how long he goes without being known that he's Frank Castle?
Hell,
I
if
don't
I know.
remember. I'm sure
Okay.
it wasn't long because he was never really trying to like hide who he was. Like,
Yeah,
That's-
see, that's the
exactly.
difference. He's not
Yeah.
Batman. He's not Daredevil. He doesn't care about his alter
Well-
ego is the Punisher.
Not in
You
this
know,
movie. He's
he's
hiding
not-
in the shadows, and he does stuff
He's
in
not-
the shadows in this movie. Like he is.
Well,
they
that's
make a point to-
tactical.
But
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. He's not Frank Castle in the comic where he's in the middle of the fucking street gunning this mobster down.
Yeah, because this is a Frank Castle that doesn't give a shit.
Even when
He
he
does-
blows up the first house and all the news media is like, oh my God, that's the Punisher. That's the Punisher right there. And he just
Can we
fucking
talk-
sidesteps.
Can we talk about that?
sure,
Can
let's
we-
do it.
Yes,
Yeah.
we
This
need to.
movie gave us an explosion and then another bigger explosion in the same shot.
Charlie calls that a pre-explosion.
Can
Yeah.
we just talk about how when movies used to blow shit up, for
Yeah,
real.
right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like there wasn't CGI and all this fake smoke, and
They're like,
we make
"Fuck
it
that
look
house,"
like,
and it's
you know,
gone.
no, they're like, that's a mansion that we need to get rid of. Blow that bitch up.
I don't want to see that house there anymore.
Yeah, if I see that
Gone.
house by tomorrow, you're all fired.
But yeah, he blows all that shit up. He has that gangster walking out, stumbling with his knife in his back. All while you get like a silhouette, kind of seeing his face. They're like, zoom in quick, see that's the Punisher. Where does he go?
To the left.
That's to say he sidestepped. Yeah,
Yeah, that's all.
He shoots
Why-
his grappling hook.
Why are
that
you
way.
asking this? He walked to the left and he got out. Duh.
Punisher vanish. Poof. and
Yeah.
he's gone.
Yes.
And the news is sitting there fixated on the front door. You see Frank Castle just walking through the lawn.
like running behind him, like
He puts on a gardener's outfit. and
His
he's like, "Don't fight
motorcycle's
me."
not starting because everyone knows motorcycles
he's
don't
pushing
always
it like with
start.
his legs. He's pushing his bike with his legs.
Yeah.
This man. How
And he's
tall-
like, shh, to anyone that looks over.
he's like walking with the fucking like the creep walk. Dude.
Yeah. And he's actually perfectly behind a stop sign and you can't see his body.
That's Bigfoot logic, dude. They stand
that's
still
Roger
behind
Rabbit
a
I like
tree.
that.
logic.
I like that.
Yeah,
Bigfoot
But-
might be Punisher. We don't know.
Yeah. Have you ever seen the two in the same forest?
nope.
Ah,
Nope. But how tall is Dolph Lundgren?
fucking
6'5".
giant.
6'5", 6'6", somewhere around. He's about my
So-
height.
He has to ride like a bigger bike, right? Like the ape hanger he's driving is not a tiny Kawasaki, right?
No.
And he's riding it.
Yeah.
And he rides it in the fucking sewer.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, buddy.
And his head is dragging across the top of the sewer.
Yeah, it is. That's how he gets the haircut.
That's how it slicks back.
Yeah,
It's
take
not-
a little off the top.
yeah, that's not black slick. That's shit. That's
That's
just shit.
it's
That's
grind,
actually what
yeah.
it is.
But like I said, I've championed Punisher for so long, man. Even to the point where, like, I would argue with my friends, Mickey, Charlie. Have you guys read JLA Avengers at all?
No, I'm not a DC guy.
No, it's the only official crossover between
No,
the two.
I know what you're talking
No,
about. but
why would I do
And
that?
I'm,
It's
no,
DC.
I'm gonna tell you my two favorite parts in it. Superman is up there. It's like something it's the Collector and whoever the Collector is in DC. They get together and they're like, we're gonna form teams to fight each other. That's how the comic book happens.
Is that so they could suck each other off because they're in DC?
No, so the Avengers end up in Metropolis.
And they go away from Mortal Kombat. That way DC can ruin Mortal Kombat as well.
Yes, so
And
they end up
suck
in
each other off.
Metropolis. End up in Metropolis, and Superman's over there just talking that good shit.
Yeah, ready to
And-
suck off Batman. And that
He's
bat
like-
dork.
Superman's like, hey, so you guys fucking suck, all this and that. And the next panel, it's a whole page of Thor cracking him in the mouth with Mjolnir, saying, fuck you, dude.
Yeah,
And
because that's what
gets him.
Marvel does. They got that big dick energy.
But then the second part, like I said, I'll always argue this, is Batman and Captain America are going toe-to-toe. You know, they're dancing strategically, fighting, and talking about they're trying to figure out what's happening because they're both the strategists. And he talks about this. He goes, yeah, I just fought somebody from your world named Frank Castle. It was like a 25-minute fight, but I beat him. And I was pissed off so much. As a kid, I'm like, there's no way Batman would fucking beat the Punisher. But thinking about it later, 25 minutes is a very long time to fight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a long fucking
I don't want to
fight.
fight for
3
a minute,
minutes feels
dude.
like an eternity.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
Remember schoolyard scraps? Like,
They're over like that.
yeah, they
that's
suck.
Tops. Yeah.
I'm 36 now. You think I want to get hit at all? No.
I stand back there. I don't stand in the pit anymore.
I have no energy whatsoever to get hit.
But just the whole idea of Frank Castle going toe-to-toe with Batman for almost 30 minutes got me heated as a kid. I'm like, there's no fucking way Batman would beat the Punisher in a fist fight. There's no way.
Okay, so this Punisher, Dolph Lundgren, right? We've seen him. How many Yakuza did he kill, right?
He also beat
Right.
Rocky.
So,
yeah.
like, just imagine this one against, I don't know, let's just say Michael Keaton's Batman. I feel like he would beat the shit out of that.
Oh, he would definitely beat the shit out of Michael Keaton's Batman. Because
The
Michael
Christian
Keaton's
Bale, I
Batman would
don't
be
know,
like,
but-
where's he at? I got to move my face.
I can't.
A little
he's
bit
standing.
too-
No, Nady's standing to his left. He can't look.
I got to move
Frank's just always
5
behind him.
degrees.
just duking and choking
I
behind him.
think. I
Having
think my
boot knives thrown at his throat.
My favorite part was the first bar scene we see, and there's this dude just in there drunk as shit. And he's sitting there, and the homeless guy walks up and he goes, so you look like me, a thespian. He goes, what did you just call me? A thespian is an actor, sir. Oh, okay. And then this is where we get it, Charlie.
Yeah.
Remote control, semi-truck.
Dude, I'm sorry, I like Shakes in this movie. I think
he's
he adds
awesome.
a nice
Dude,
little
I love
element.
him.
Yeah,
He's my favorite character in this whole movie.
Well,
No, he's my favorite character in this whole movie.
I like how he still has this like timidness around the Punisher, but he still
Mr.
talks
P.
to the P,
Mr. J. Oh,
but he's still willing to like. He's kind of like his conscience in this movie, especially whenever we find out when the kids are kidnapped. He makes a point to go to him.
Feels like a prototype to Micro, because I don't know if Micro was created yet or not. Truthfully,
I forget.
I don't know when
Micro
his
came
first
in the
appearance
comics.
is, but that's what it feels like. Like we need to give our guy a sidekick.
so Micro
to an
was in Punisher Civil War book, so that came out in 2008.
Yeah,
so it had to be
Micro was
prior
90s.
to that. Yeah,
Yeah, Micro was
90s,
definitely
I just
90s, maybe.
Don't remember when. So Punisher always kind of has to have that other person. Like even the Thomas Jane one, you ended up with the Misfits.
Yeah.
The trio that were kind of like his guiding light to humanity.
Yeah.
That's what these are, and that's kind of what they needed. You kind of needed Shakes in there for that.
That Rebecca Romaine Stamos.
Nate, you missed it last episode. We talked about
Mr. John
about Heather
Stamos, you
Locklear.
fucked up. Oh, Heather be thy name.
Yeah. We talked about Heather Locklear last time. I missed it.
I wasn't there.
But
for
yeah,
that.
like the Shakes character is kind of like his intel too, because not only does he like he doesn't help the Punisher. He tells him, on this pier at this time at this night, there's going to be like 600 million pounds of cocaine dropped off.
Yeah, just
that's
a
pretty
little
standard
delivery.
Tuesday.
Yeah, easy peasy, quick and easy money. Yeah, but dude, that pier fight when you have those those scuba divers, and there's like the one that's whooping everyone's ass, and they're trying so hard to disguise that it's that blonde that's the right hand.
That ninja's got titties.
That's what I'm saying.
So was this? I can't remember now. I don't know why, but did this happen after or before she kind of laid down the law? Like either
This
join
all
us.
before.
Yeah,
This
this
is
is
what
what broke
before.
out the war.
This was her example. So for people who don't know, like the gangster that came back is trying to like get all the families together. Right, we're going to work together and make a lot of money. doing this.
Family.
Yeah.
And so they're all doing this big drug exchange on the pier, and then these people show
Yakuza
up.
just shows up.
Eventually, they show you who they are, but they're fucking sawing these dudes in half.
Remember
But
that
then
scene in Blade
the
2 when
Punisher-
the vampires attacked and they're all in black? It's
Yes.
But
Yeah,
the
they're like
Punisher,
Black Noir. Yeah.
he's only there for the zip line because he gets the zip line off a dead body, and that might be one of the greatest scenes in cinematic history.
He's basically just watching the carnage unfold. Like,
Oh my God, when
they're
he's
doing my job
running,
for me. This is
Eating
awesome.
fucking popcorn. Yeah.
Shooting the shotgun nonstop while running. Just,
Yeah.
Charlie,
Love
there's
it.
there's a harpoon here.
Yes, there is.
Oh my god, dude.
There's everything here. And I also read that for whatever reason they decided that he would not use the same weapon
which
at
I
all in the
love.
entire movie.
Yeah.
As
It's like
soon as it was
More
done,
weapons.
throw it down onto whatever else he brought with him. And then the very next battle scene, he's got a completely different.
He's got like a
of
desert
guns.
eagle. The only thing is when he shoots at that casino with the Rambo gun. And I was like, why can't the Rambo gun ever shoot someone? Why can't I ever see the
Because
Rambo gun
there would be no
actually kill
someone
someone
left.
But that's what I want. Instead,
same,
in Rambo
yeah.
2, he shoots all the goddamn communications. And Punisher, he shoots slot machines.
I want to see somebody explode like
Yeah,
Swamp Thing.
I want to see a person get hit in the chest and their heart falls on the ground.
Or he pans across the room and it literally cuts the person.
Cuts him in
half.
half.
Yeah, that's what I
Yeah.
want. Just give me one movie with that goddamn gun shooting someone.
I did like the Punisher doing a Batman entrance though into that casino scene where he drops through the skylight.
Yes.
Just
He does a lot of
boom,
that though.
I love it so much. Well, Ray Stevenson did hang upside down and spin around
He
in
did.
circles
He did.
and take out an entire dining room party.
Beautiful.
Oh, dude, that was rock hard, that entire movie.
Yeah.
I am aroused. But man, so we meet this Yakuza group, right? Like there's the Madam Tanaka.
Tanaka, sir.
Oh.
Who is she married to, Charlie?
Well, she has to be married to Professor Toronto Tanaka.
Dude, that's the only answer, dude. Like, can you imagine if his ass walked into this room and
I
fought the
wish. That would've been
Punisher
awesome.
wouldn't stand a chance against him.
My dick would
No.
have flew off. It would just gone.
It'd have been a harpoon.
It impaled a guy into a van. That's all.
Yeah, and then you could zip line to him.
Yeah.
She was a really good villain though. Like,
Oh,
Very
she's such a
good
great
bad
villain.
guy.
like she talked her shit with confidence.
She
Wasn't scared
backed
of
it up.
nobody. She knew who she was, and she knew who you were, and there was nothing you could do about
She's
it.
like,
tell
oh, but I've already killed you. It's the glass.
Oh, man, that was so good. Yeah.
It's like that's so good of a villain.
You tell me Tarantino didn't put a little bit of Lady Tanaka into Lucy Liu's character.
Oh, yeah, hell
Oh,
yes.
you know
Kill
what though?
Bill.
That's because I didn't get to be on the Kill Bill episode. But that's because Tarantino just steals everything, and it's really fucking annoying.
He
What I-
admits he steals everything.
I
so we
know
don't
it's
give a
really
shit.
fucking annoying.
That is
We
true.
don't care.
What I
do.
really like about that scene you're talking about, where she poisons them, is like before that, like everybody eating in the diner pulls out a gun and starts shooting these
Old
guys.
people.
Yeah,
They're like-
middle-aged
she's like,
people.
I'm gonna take care of that.
There's a little Asian lady with these glasses on, and she just pulls out a Mac 10.
Yeah,
and
just mow 'em down.
And she just got done delivering crab rangoons to table 5.
Yeah, don't ever underestimate old people, Charlie.
Yeah, and then
No,
you got
you can't.
the hottie with the earrings that are knives.
that
Yep.
never says a word.
Yeah,
And I'm fine with
She's
that.
Yeah.
mute. They say she's the mute.
Oh,
did they?
American
Is
I
she?
don't even
daughter.
remember how many times I've seen this. I didn't even remember. Seeing
She's
it.
Yeah.
also the girl at the end of The Perfect Weapon.
No shit.
No, she's not.
No,
That's-
I'm just saying that's who the
okay.
character is.
Okay.
Oh, I was going
Okay.
to say that's
She
the
turned-
chick from Law and Order or whatever.
No, she
SVU.
turned to a life of evil. And when she took the tiger and made it a dragon.
I'd say yeah. She
No,
didn't get
she
to
got
say
her
anything.
fucking
Yeah.
neck snap. That's what happened.
yeah.
Dude.
A Marvel movie, gentlemen. A Marvel
I
comic
love-
book movie.
That
I
has Stan
love
Lee's
snapping
name on
necks.
it.
I love snapping necks. So anytime it's like, I'm like, yeah.
I like when 6'8" Punisher just decides to tackle a bitch through a Japanese house wall.
Favorite trope ever. I'm busting through Chinese
Yeah.
walls, Japanese walls.
That is something I really love about Dolph Lundgren's Punisher is his size. Like he's an intimidating dude. Like
Yeah.
he's a giant man compared to everybody else. Like he's huge and he's muscular. Like he's busting out of those damn leather pants he's wearing or whatever they are.
Yeah, so is Nate.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, always, yeah.
So
I
you
think
could
I wear
you could
skinny
see,
jeans.
You could see when he would like if he was coming after you, you'd be scared as shit. Look how big that motherfucker is.
He's
Oh, yeah, I
fast
would not.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the fact
But
he did like most of his stunts in this movie because he
Yeah.
was martial art
Oh,
trained.
those two guys that can't speak English, like the two like head generals of
They're
the
karate masters.
they were like legit, and they would
They're
not let. They're like,
brawling.
we're doing the stunts. We're doing
Yeah.
it.
Because of their
Well-
honor. They were like, we're not going to fake hits. Like,
Yeah,
this is
you
going to be
can't-
real.
they
we
were
can't
everyone
because of
was
our
taking
honor.
I love that
real
shit.
punches, real throws, the whole 9 yards, and it adds to this movie. It's like they
Yes.
live where it's like they literally beat the shit out of each other. Punisher, they're beating the shit out of each other in this movie.
If anything, that's my one complaint. Punisher doesn't get to use his sawed off because he gets kicked to the side.
He uses every other fucking gun, mate. Jesus Christ.
All right.
And a
All right.
spear.
But here's the thing. Mad Max Fury Road, I'm like, oh boy, here's my sawed off shotgun. Doesn't get used. Every time a sawed off double barrel doesn't get used, a part of me dies.
Well, he does. He stabs old buddy in the chest with the fucking spear. And I like this. He picks his ass up.
He
with
Michael
it.
Myers him and just
That
sticks
was
him to the
Stabs him
wall.
into the
Yeah.
wall. Yeah, that's pretty badass.
Yeah.
Dude.
And Michael Myers is here over here being a little bitch, just making his head go 45 degrees, while Dolph Lundgren's over here pinning Japanese people to every single goddamn wall like it's art.
The feng shui of the room is now set because of this person's
He's like,
body.
oh, you want to cut up a bonsai tree for inner peace? Well, you're going to need this spear and this dagger, and you're going to need that Japanese man that's dead. I don't even know if bonsai trees are Chinese. I might be wrong.
No, I think they're no, they're Japanese. They're
Yeah,
Japanese.
they're Japanese.
What was
According
Mr.
to
Miyagi?
Karate Kid, they are. They're Japanese.
Yeah, whatever
was,
Mr. Miyagi was.
He was Japanese.
Okay.
Japanese,
Okinawa, yeah. He was
Okinawa.
from
All right.
Yeah.
I got my races correct. That's good.
There you go.
Son of a bitch. So I think the thing that this movie's missing is a soundtrack to it. Like I would like to hear like maybe 2 or 3. I don't say needle drops,
The
but
soundtrack is bullets.
Yeah, it's
well,
true.
sure, but like when he steals the
wanted,
bus.
I know. You wanted, once the credits start to roll, Drowning Pool kicks in like, you want to step up. You got to get up down. Yeah.
There it is.
Yeah, that's the soundtrack.
That's the score right there.
Yeah,
Speaking of which, he was about 2 rocket launchers. He was about 2 rocket launchers away from Equalizer 2000.
Dude, if he had the Equalizer 2000, man, like, I think that this Punisher would have been unstoppable.
If they would have made a sequel, he would have.
That would have
he would've been
automatically.
I bet I could weld this shotgun to that fucking Rambo gun.
He would cease to be the Punisher and officially become the Juggernaut at that fucking point.
Actually,
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure in the sequel, he's like, I don't got arms anymore with today's technology. I replace them with M203 grenade launchers.
That was Frankencastle, sir. We don't speak about Frankencastle.
And then
Or is it that was the X-Force Strongman, right?
He picks up a sawed off and just throws it to the back, and he's like, I don't need this shit.
That's just his back scratcher at home. Is the sawed-off
And then you just
shotgun.
you hear Nate back there going, no!
Yeah. God damn it.
There's one scene I really like where he's going to get the kids, right?
Mm-hmm.
So first of all, he was kind of didn't care because they were like the mobsters' kids, but his partner kind of told him like, hey man,
Yeah, shakes.
they're kids, right? So
They're the innocents.
They're
For everything that
innocent,
you've done for the guilty, you're gonna let the innocent suffer for what you've caused.
Yeah,
It's
and
like, oh,
they're being held in like a fun house or something like that. And like he's going in there and he kind of seems like he's trying to sneak in there, but he's riding his bike through there.
And he
I'm
pulls that bitch up into the tunnel
like,
of the funhouse.
I mean, I know he's the Punisher, who cares? But it's like, well, now everybody knows you're here.
He should have just rolled it. He should have just rode his bike through those paper walls and shit, dude. Like that'd have
I
been.
would have been okay with that.
I would
too,
have been
but
okay
I'll-
with that, yeah.
But
Yeah.
you know what's better than busting through paper walls in a Japanese
Driving through
house? Nope. Going down slides while firing machine guns on your knees through
Oh
a
my
fun
God.
house.
And they get some air during the hoops.
They're doing a little oopty whoops. It's
Yeah.
like, woo!
Talking about getting air. You have old Ninja Girl who he tries to get away, and old Ninja Girl has a grappling hook
Oh yeah,
and throws it, hits his back tire, and yeets his ass.
he is
It's a
flying.
good
Off the-
throw. That stunt was awesome. I
That
gotta
stunt was
say,
fucking great.
He yeets his ass right off that bike, dude.
whoever was unfortunate enough to be as big as Dolph Lundgren was like, I got to do fucking what now?
Yeah.
That thing stopped with some force.
Yeah, it did. And there was a bite that went, wee!
It wasn't a person holding that fucking rope, dude. That's all I'm
Oh,
gonna
I
say.
got you.
Nah, that chick was holding on to it
Nah,
the
dude,
whole
she's
time.
ripped.
She tied it onto her dick. Is that what happened?
If it got tangled up in the wheel, I mean, it could potentially kick it like that. Not
Yeah,
as bad,
without
she-
put-
but like
without
yeah.
yanking her, it could have.
No,
Yeah.
okay.
If
It
it
could
got
have
tangled up in
endowed
his
it.
chain, and
Or
the
it
wheel
could have
and
been the
that
ninja
flew
from
away.
Ninja 3, is all I'm saying.
Could have been. Could have been.
I
that-
also
that's
love
a
during that
possibility.
scene the fight on like whatever's spinning and like
Oh, yeah,
when
that's
Frank
awesome.
tackles that dude and the way they roll off of it and like it's a seamless scene like shot. It's not
Yeah.
cut. And it's just one of those things like, man, like this is when action movies were just down and dirty and just like
Well, yeah,
fucking
no quick
get
cuts,
hurt.
no shaky cam, no like.
And it
any of that
helps.
mess. They're just
I-
fucking fighting.
I don't understand the director that made this. Was it Mark Goldblatt? He's
Yeah,
done
Mark
another
Goldblatt.
movie that we all absolutely adore, Dead Heat,
Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
and that's it. We only got 2 masterpieces from this man, and it's just not fair.
one episode of Erie, Indiana.
And did you hear how we got the fun house? This all was originally planned to be in like a random warehouse, like every action movie. He drove by this actual amusement park on his way for filming for like a few weeks. And he went, that place looks really cool. And found out that he could get into it and film from there because it was an abandoned
that's
place.
awesome.
So all that was just like off the cuff, like, okay, let's do this. This is a perfect place because it's different enough. And then you're also got to think, I'm doing a comic book movie. This would happen in a comic. Yeah, this would happen in a comic books. You know, you're going to go fight the Jester or, you know, some weird knockoff of the Joker or what.
You can fight the French guy. That could be the big bad in this. Like the French dude.
Leon?
Kevin Nash's character.
Talking about the Russian. That was the
Russian. What the fuck ever.
I was going to say,
all right, let's
just randomly fight the French. We don't get
fight the French.
But there's no Frenchman as big as Kevin Nash. So
yeah, the Russian character. Yeah, the Russian dude.
Yeah.
But no, I see what you're saying, Charlie. Like it's being exaggerated, and I want to piggyback off that to the beginning again. When they go into the mansion of this mobster that gets out of jail, and the three dudes split up, and you have that one guy that walks into that room. That is the fun house of mirrors, dude.
Oh my God, dude.
What does he use that room for?
Oh, that was his closet. Because he opens up one of them and it was like all his shirts and shit were stacked up and hanging up.
You don't think he would just lay on the floor and do some fucking coke off the mirror?
I don't think you want to be on coke in that room. I don't think that's a good
you want anything to happen in that fucking room, dude, because you wouldn't even know how to get out.
That reminded me of the
He's
Conan,
still trapped in there.
Conan the Destroyer, where he fights the sorcerer with the mirrors around, and it was the only way to hurt the sorcerer was by breaking the mirrors.
I always think of Game of Death when we see a scene like that.
Yeah, I remember being a kid in one of those fun houses that had a bunch of mirrors, and they're not fun. Like,
how many did you run into?
It wasn't like really running into. It was just more or less this fear of like, I don't know where I'm at right now, and it's so disorienting, and like, I don't like it.
Why are there so many people that look like me in here? There
shouldn't be that many Nates in the world.
Doppelgangers.
What's really cool about that, though, when you think about it, is that you're expecting to see the Punisher in a mirror at some point.
Yeah.
And he just from above, like right in your fucking chest with a dagger.
Dude, when he puts the rope around that one guy's neck and just
that was
lifts
brutal.
him up.
Those kills are insanely brutal at the opening segment of this. It's like that's exactly how Ray Stevenson's did. You know, they introduced him being fucking brutal, and then people have to remember they did this in the 80s too. That they kept the Punisher brutal. He's never been a PG-13 Punisher. He is an R-rated character.
And that's one thing too, like, yes, this movie's made in 1989, so you got a lot of 1989 filmmaking techniques. It's like if you let this person make that movie in 2004, like when Thomas Jane's come out, you would get a more, I'd say, polished version, but it's like, no, you would have had the same grit to it. It would have been, I guess, just better made, like how movies from year 2000 on just kind of have a sharper look to it or whatever. Like
the technology is better.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like all you're doing is watching this in that 80s lens of like, fuck yes, this is everything that if I would have been a kid and saw this in 1989, it would have been the greatest movie ever made.
Yeah, I think it's one of the biggest.
I was born in 1989, so I wouldn't have watched it.
I think it's one of the biggest.
I was born in 88, and I was trying to get to watch it, but my dad wouldn't rent it.
Your dad hates Dolph Lundgren.
Yeah.
But it is one of the bigger sins that this movie just went straight to video. I mean, it's not
even
even
production company go bankrupt or something like that.
It got bought. It got bought by another company, and the other company did not do theatrical release at all. They only did straight to video. So it was damned as soon as that company went out. And
I don't know, obviously, what it was like during this time period of the movie store with mom and pa's and stuff like that. But it's like, how many places actually carried this back in the day, you know?
Mine had a poster.
Your Blockbusters came.
I feel like
mine had the poster. Mine had the poster right in the front window.
So Mickey not knowing about is a good example of it just wasn't fucking there.
Our little, the place where there's two places where we rented movies back then when I was that young. we had a grocery store that was like a mom and
That
pop
was
grocery
ours.
store.
It was a
that
mom and pop
was.
grocery store
And then we
with
had
the little black
a convenience
tag.
store. We had a convenience store with like 2 gas pumps and like they would refill your propane. It was like a hardware store. They had groceries. They had everything.
Yeah, I had
And
Look
one
at
like
this
that.
Mr. Fancy Pants guy having gasoline in town.
It was all like they had like
One-stop
built on
shop.
so many different buildings onto this thing. And if
Yeah.
you made it through the maze, you could get back to the video rentals. And like I was always back there. Like if we went there for anything, I was like, I'm gonna go look at the video rentals. I don't remember ever seeing it. I remember seeing Captain America, like the cheesy one from this time, like a bunch of those movies. I
The
would have
fake
saw
years
this.
one?
Yeah, I would have saw this. So I'm like, they must have not had it because there's no way. All the bad movies we rented from there. My dad was, everything B movie action related that was in there. We were renting it. So like, it must have not been there. Like I don't know, or they
That
just
would have to be the only.
didn't let me see it.
Ours was it was family video, but not the big chain family video. It was a locally, like my best friend's dad's the one that owned the building. I mean,
It just
was
happens to
that
have the name
local.
Family Video because they're
It
family.
just happened to have it
Yeah.
on there. But I knew when it was, although I was also prepped because it was on the back of comics. I was reading comics and it's like, there's a movie coming out.
And you know
And then
what?
I-
Sometimes comics were the way to learn about stuff, and
Oh, dude,
sometimes you
that's-
got burnt. Like
That's how I
RoboCop
found
3.
out about video games. That's how I found
Yep.
out about movies coming out.
That is my
But-
favorite thing about old comics is
Yeah,
looking through the
those
ads.
ads.
Yeah.
Oh, they're amazing.
Yeah.
But we would go. So there was either 2 ways we would do it. Dad would rent a movie on the way home from work on Friday because he would stop at another one called Woody's that was near where he worked, and then he could just take it back on Monday. Or if he wanted all of us to pick, he'd get off work, come pick up me and my sister. We would go pick up movies. It was a fucking great time. I mean, it's probably some of my favorite memories. But I do remember pulling up there and fucking Dolph Lundgren's The Punisher giant poster is in the front window.
Oh, I would love
And
to
it
have
was
that.
we got to rent that. Now, I wasn't allowed to watch it as soon as it was on VHS because it was R. But I knew about it, and I'm sure Dad probably rented it either that night or later and was like, we got to wait for a little while before I let him watch this movie. But it was not long. I was probably like 13 or 14. Like, it was, it's over in the back now under the P's. And I'm like, Dad, can I watch this now? Yeah, he's forgetting everything in it. And he's just like, I kind of want to watch it again too. And I get to go home and watch The Punisher. And it was all I had. I had the shitty Captain America, which just wasn't that good.
But
Didn't
that's
have a
what
lot
we
of.
had. We had that
What that-
Spider-Man movie from the
Oh, God.
70s.
Dude, I
Yeah.
hated that one.
That's what I
rented
was-
it one time.
We had the
I was
Hulk.
gonna-
We had the Trial of the Hulk, having
Yes,
Thor.
Thor.
I was gonna bring that up. I think this movie falls into the zeitgeist of the Doctor Strange movie that came out in '78.
Yep.
The Roger Corman's Fantastic Four.
Yep.
I don't know. I feel like
Nick Fury, which AKA
Nick
you
Fury.
guys need to cover over here now.
yeah.
Now, Nick Fury is mid 90s, early 90s, so that
Yeah,
fits.
it was a
I know what
sci-fi
Mick-
original, wasn't it?
I know what Mickey's getting ready to say here is I
this
don't
one-
lump it with those early
it just feels like
takes.
Well, the
number
Roger
one, this
Corman one
had-
came out in '94, so it was
This-
right after this.
Came
This-
out.
Yeah, this
Sure,
obviously
sure.
this obviously had better quality, at least cameras and like
I mean, it had a $9
there was
million
more money
budget.
behind it. There had to be
I-
more money behind it, and
I did say Roger Corman.
yeah. I know. But I'm saying, I don't know. I hate to say this. Oh my god, but like this skirts on almost like artsy, like not really, but like I don't know. It just had a more of like a we're trying to take it as serious as we can.
They took
It's
it very
serious.
serious.
Yeah,
You know what I
it
mean?
does, it's not campy.
not like this is a hokey
There's no
comic book movie.
jokes.
Yeah.
I also
Ah,
think
there's
with this
jokes.
movie, there's jokes in this.
Dolph Lundgren's giving Lady Tanaka a ton of shit while being tortured.
Oh yeah, he
True.
does.
Yeah.
That's true.
I also honestly think when this came out, it was like the peak of like action movies too, right?
I mean,
Oh,
pretty
about-ish.
close.
Yeah.
Pretty close. Yeah.
Without having the Punisher logo, it could have been just some shitty action movie called The Punisher, and not people who aren't privy to it, like Mickey wasn't, wouldn't have known this was a comic book movie.
That's
Oh,
very
I'm
true. I
I'm
believe
sure
that.
there was a lot of people that actually
Yeah.
watched this and had no clue it was a comic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
If
I don't even
my-
think it says Marvel in the beginning, does it? During the opening.
I
it
don't
doesn't have
think
the
so.
Yeah, and it's got Robert Downey Jr.'s face.
yeah, there's nothing that screams comic book movie on. Now,
Is Stan Lee in this one?
No, just his name.
No. Oh,
No.
he's not the hobo. He's not
Even he was kind of like, this is a very
This is
super
pretty violent, but you stay true.
You got my blessing.
Yeah.
You know.
Okay.
It's funny. I grabbed the nearest comic book near me, which is Predator versus Spider-Man #1.
Dude,
And I was
sick
like,
comic.
I'll look at the back of it, and it's a fucking M&M green with those big dick sucking lips. Not a goddamn, there's no Super Nintendo game. I should have like Doom Eternal on here right now as the back of my comic. But no,
Everything I got
I
is
don't got
new.
anything cool. And my ads are for other Marvel comics that I don't care about.
So
So-
speaking.
Charlie's holding Dark Horse's Terminator first issue, and on the back is for the Darkman movie.
Yeah, that's how comics used to be, and
Yes.
it's fucking awesome. Look at that. That's so fucking cool.
Coming
Instead,
soon.
I have a green M&M that's ready to suck you off at any moment.
Melts
It's
in your
not
mouth.
cool.
Oh.
So what a little bit ago I was talking, or at the beginning of the episode, I was talking about the comics, and my favorite run of the Punisher is the right after Civil War, because in Civil War we learned Captain America is killed.
Yep.
Right. Punisher takes up the mantle for a little bit.
Yes.
Mhm.
And I love it because he puts on a full suit. He
dude.
has the
Yeah.
cowl, everything. And my favorite is the very end, because he goes through his whole Captain America phase where he tries to do the right thing,
While still
Can't
being the
think-
Punisher, though.
but he also does it in another country. He goes to another, I think he goes down to Mexico, and he fights like the equivalent to Captain America there. Because I remember him having a red suit that was very similar to
I don't
the suit
remember
Frank
that.
Castle's wearing.
But isn't there at some point, and maybe it's another comic series, where like Cap has a heart-to-heart with Frank, like, you're nothing like me, like, and
That's
they
at
get into a
the-
fight.
Yeah, that is in War Journal, because that's why, like, we get that flashback of Cap training Frank Castle in boot camp, like when he's over in prepping
I'm
for the
thinking
military.
of like a more modern run though, where it was
Oh,
like the
I
two got
couldn't
into a
tell you.
fight. I can't remember though.
There is one where it's cool. There is the run where the Punisher like becomes the head of the Hand, and like it's kind of crazy, but the Avengers end up wrestling him, and then Captain America does say they have a pretty good back and forth in that one, so there might be the one
Cap
I'm talking about.
Yeah.
and Punisher always had a respect for each other.
Yeah.
Yep.
Cap didn't agree with Punisher's ways, and Cap was really the only one Punisher respected.
Yeah.
As far as the soups out there and the people
Yeah.
that are the goody two shoes, he would usually call them. Cap, though, was on a different level, which is why he took the mantle after Cap died. Was someone needed to, before Falcon,
Bucky. It was
well,
Bucky. after
Bucky, and then Falcon. Before you did all those guys, the Punisher tried. And,
Yeah.
yeah.
that. And then the Bucky's the one at the end of that Frank Castle run where he goes, "You don't deserve that shield."
Yes.
And Frank Castle's like, okay, and he hands it to Bucky. He hands everything to Bucky, and then the next panel, dude, is Frank Castle's elbow in Bucky's face, and you see his face caved in, dude. And he goes, "Fuck you."
Well, I
dude."
just remember. I just found one of the panels that I remember, and it was Captain America beating the shit out of Frank because he killed someone and he disagreed with it, and Frank refused to fight Captain America because he
That's
had
in
so
Civil
much
War.
respect.
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
Civil War.
Okay,
That's,
it's
where
like,
he-
that's
Civil
what
War.
I'm remembering.
he is
That
bloodying him up in those panels.
Yeah.
They're in the sewer. It's like D grade Spider-Man villains is who it is. It's like Jack-o'-lantern and
Yeah, he
someone
only
else.
kills like one or two of them, if I remember
Yeah,
correctly.
and then
but
he
like
beats the
it
shit out of him.
sets Cap off, and just
Mhm.
Frank's got so much respect for Steve Rogers. He's like, I won't fight you.
I think it's because
Yep.
of their military background, and,
Oh, yeah,
and
for sure.
earlier in that book, you see Captain America talking to Frank Castle at boot camp. Like he's sitting there talking to the man Frank Castle.
Yeah.
Before all that shit. So I think that's where that respect comes from.
Now, I did have a
100%.
thought while watching this movie last night. Was all right. It's been 1989. We're getting a bunch of legacy sequels these days. Give me old man Frank Castle.
I thought about that too. Yeah.
You know, give me Silver Fox, fucking Dolph Lundgren as the Punisher.
There's only one silver fox here, sir.
Well, have you seen long hair Dolph Lundgren?
Yeah.
No, I don't-
Oh, buddy.
I don't know, man.
I mean, yeah, he looked good in Aquaman. All right.
He looked
He-
good
he
in
did.
Expendables 4 for how brief he's in it.
I don't know. I don't know if I'd want a legacy sequel, man.
This is only in my fantasy so I can
Yeah,
get
yeah,
Dolph
yeah,
Lundgren
yeah.
to shoot more people.
Oh,
That's all.
Okay. Okay.
But
you need
I
the,
mean,
the
you
Punisher
could.
multiverse of madness,
Like,
and all
there's-
these different Punishers keep showing up.
Yeah, there's no way in hell that Marvel would ever throw that kind of money at like 1989 sequel. But
God no.
one
But
could dream
now
of Old
now
Man
would be the
Castle.
time. Now
would
would be
be.
the time though, because they would bring him into Doomsday.
Or here's the problem: it would just turn out like Blade is right now, where it's in developmental hell, and who knows when it'll ever come out.
No, I'm
it's
talking
dead.
about
It's dead.
Doomsday. Have this Frank Castle from this universe end
Oh yeah,
up.
you could absolutely do that.
Yeah, like they did in Deadpool and Wolverine with Blade and Electro. and all
or
that
you know,
shit.
you could do like what Doctor Strange did and just only dick tease you with multiverse stuff.
Yeah, John Krasinski was the perfect
Yes.
Mr. Fantastic.
Thank you.
Yeah, he was.
I
Really
love
good.
Pedro
Perfect.
Pascal, but we already blew our load on the perfect
But-
Mr. Fantastic.
Patrick Stewart is the perfect Professor
He is.
X.
He is.
Sam
Professor X.
Raimi. Sam Raimi did a really good job of casting him for that role.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
it's great.
James McAvoy is the perfect young Patrick Stewart.
Yeah.
That's just period. That's just how it always is.
Because as far as I know, they only started making X-Men movies after First Class.
Yeah. So we haven't really touched on it yet, and I feel like we need to bring it up. There are a couple of scenes in this movie where we get a sweaty ass in our face
And balls.
and balls of Dolph
It's like
Lundgren.
the back of balls, which that's
Yeah.
real Dolph.
Real Dolph
Real Dolph.
hanging,
Real Dolph.
Yeah.
hanging, dude.
He calls him Rocky and Balboa. That's his
Yeah.
that's
That's how he always meets Stallone. Don't forget.
He's punching his fucking punching bag.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yep.
Remember that
But-
time I broke your chest?
But why? Like, what is he doing? Is he meditating? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
He's praying.
He's doing his
Bare ass?
warrior. He's doing his warrior
don't?
preparation before he goes out and
Dude, I'm not wearing any pants right
hands
now.
out punishment.
He's on Warriors Island.
Yeah. He's doing Hulk Hogan.
I am speed. That's what he's doing. I am murder. I am vengeance. I am
You see him
pissed off.
cutting stuff like this, dude.
Yeah.
He's holding coconuts everywhere. He's fucking
Yeah.
doing. Oh man, but
man.
yeah, I guess
But-
bare ass sells tickets, right? I guess.
Hell yeah, it does. Hell yeah, it does.
No,
Bare
because
ass
there were no
Dolph Lundgren.
tickets to sell.
Exactly.
It sells VHSs. That's
Yeah,
what it's-
it gets rentals, I'm sure.
Oh, I would
sure-
love to have a VHS of this.
And
I
that's
would love
the
to
cover.
find
That's the alternate cover is just his ass,
Yeah,
I'd still buy it.
I'd buy it.
and it says the Punisher, the
I'd proudly
Punisher.
display that in the living room.
Hell yeah.
Like, have you seen my asser?
The Punisher. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
The pun asser.
All right. On that, I think it's time we move on to the things. How about you guys?
Okay,
All right.
it's your
What
birthday.
about like the ass Punisher?
The boss says we're dealing with John Mortis.
Really? I heard he beat a guy to death with a toilet seat.
What? No way.
It's true. They also said he killed a man with a soft pretzel. Whoa! I don't even know which one of those sounds cooler.
It's definitely the pretzel.
You think John Mortis ran through those paper walls?
Absolutely.
I'm telling you, the second I get a chance, I'm doing it. I
Oh
don't
yeah,
give a shit.
absolutely. I don't give a fuck. Get me to Japan.
Yeah, instantly.
Yeah,
You're
that's how
telling
I'm gonna
me
go to the
some-
bathroom.
You're gonna start an international incident,
Guys, anyone that listens to us in Japan, you know how we have like these stress rooms where you can just break shit, you know,
Yeah.
beat up old electronics. You guys need that, but where we could just fucking run through paper walls.
Actually, you know what?
You
Any
see Charlie
Japan
just
listeners?
goes,
100%, dude. I mean, did you see Dolph doing that in this movie? He had a blast. When he goes in to get that one ninja chick, he even like flips part of the top of it up. He's like, yeah, I just did that. And fucking just steps really big in there.
If
It's
there's
like a
any
little
Japanese
kid doing that
listeners,
shit.
I want them to record themselves walking through their walls at their house right now.
Yeah,
I
send
don't know
us
how many
that.
Japanese listeners we've got, but walk
That'd be
through your
huge
wall right
viral
now.
I have a
trend.
friend in Japan. I can ask her. I'll
Yeah,
say,
go ask
There
her
you
to
go.
walk through the wall
Helen,
right
if you're
now.
listening, I need more info on the paper walls. And can I just, is there just like one big warehouse? Kind of like when Daniel went through all of the ice blocks and he just like,
Yeah.
ah! I
There you
just
go.
want to start at one end, give me about 10 yards to gain speed. and I want to juggernaut that shit. I'm going to feel like the juggernaut.
And I'm on the
running
other
through
end as the
No.
Colossus. I'm Colossus running at Charlie through the other area.
Yes.
Charlie, you got to Terminator it, dude. You got to walk through those fucking walls, dude.
That's after I'm running. I mean,
Yeah.
that's
Oh.
All right, I'm
this
tired
is
of running.
area
numbers.
He's
one.
all right. So what he's doing, he's running through the walls with his dong flopping to get to the biker bar to tell someone he needs his boots, his bike, and his jacket.
I want to go into random places where the exit door is next to a paper wall, and I'm going to walk through the paper wall instead of go through the exit door.
Maybe
All right.
Remember when Mel Gibson shot that giant aquarium in Lethal Weapon 4? And he goes, I just want to go this way. And he shot it and he walks out the
Yes.
wall. I want to do that in
Yes.
Japan.
Wait, Dustin was in Japan recently. How many paper walls did you see?
Yeah, I'm just walking around here. Dun, 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 and I'm walking through the fucking walls, dude.
Well, that was when you were just walking through
Oh,
Japan
that's
in
true.
general. They were like,
But
why?
I did see 0 paper walls while I was there.
What?
That's bullshit. You went to
You were in the wrong,
places.
yeah, wrong
Yeah,
Japan.
I was in the wrong Japan. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're on,
Yeah.
the wrong,
Man.
you're on the wrong side of Japan, sir.
Your vacation fucking sucked.
That was horrible.
Yeah. Wow, you don't know how to vacation whatsoever. You should be ashamed of yourself.
So,
Obviously, me and Nate would kill all of the walls, but what's our favorite
Yeah.
kills in this?
So the walls are our kill of the week. And we can move on.
Yeah. In the
let's start
arms
with
of
Dustin.
an
This is
angel.
your first watch. What is your kill of the week?
So my favorite kill has to do with the walls. So that was a really good transition into that, dude.
All that work for Dustin.
We knew what we were doing. Yeah, there's a method to the madness.
We're
You got-
professionals.
You got Dolph Lundgren, an old mobster dude who's holding his toy gun like a fucking kid, trying to shoot his gun. And Dolph Lundgren whips out his boot knife, goes, and stabs the wall.
Oh,
And then-
yeah.
And as
Yes.
soon as he stabs the wall, you see Buddy fall down. He's the one that rips the wall and breaks it, dude. That kill had me fucking going. That was pretty good. So that is my kill of the week.
Solid.
Nice. All right, Nate. How about you, man? What's your kill of the week?
I've already mentioned it. It's when he makes a zip line out of a human.
Hell yeah.
I forgot about that and went, oh my God, he just zip line. Because you got to think, that zip line had to hold Dolph Lundgren. And I don't know if a zip line can in real life. So, and that dude had to get pinned into the van. So that arrow went all the way. And I mean, you got to think, we're talking about a lot of bones, ribs. That arrow had to go through. I mean, oh my God. And it had to go through all the metal in the van just for Dolph to be able to ride him.
Well, you seen him use the spear to pick someone up. Just imagine how hard he shoots the fucking harpoon gun.
Yeah.
It's like he's throwing it at him, dude.
All right, Charlie. How about you?
I do love the zipline arrow. I loved it. But one is what I hate, and it's a kill, and it's when he crashes the van into the harbor because
Well, you're
hate
just mad
violence.
at the van.
I hate violence against vans.
That's why.
But I
Unless
also
there's a giant drill holding the door. And
That's
it's fucking
different.
Yeah.
That's different. But I always laugh at that because when the cops are pulling it out of the water, just as Louis Gossett walks up, the door flops open and they're like, I wonder who did this. It looks like a drug deal got bad. And the guy flops and there's a Punisher knife sticking out of his chest. And you're like, I think it was the Punisher. But no, my favorite in this is the guy hanging on the side of the bus with the kids and these two little girls are prying his fingers
Yes.
off.
Really good.
And you're like, oh, okay, he's just going to fall. Nope, he falls and gets plowed
Fuck
by
yeah.
another car.
Yes. Bad Boys
Run
2 ran over.
Straight over. Honorable mention, though, in that same chase, the guy standing on the hood of the truck as the bus is plowing towards
Dude,
him.
that stunt.
And he dives in through the windshield.
And then he goes to attack the Punisher.
Yes,
all
yes.
in the
That was
same
awesome.
scene. And Punisher just kicks him out the door.
No ticket.
No ticket. Yeah.
But that jump was like Jackie Chan-esque. when
That
he
fucking
fly-
stunt is like, oh my God, how did that guy not die?
Right? He said, I
Exactly.
gotta do what?
It's the same guy that got yoinked from
That's
the
the
fucking
same exact
motorcycle.
guy.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the next
one
day.
He's got, he's sitting there, he's wearing the cast and shit. He's like,
Yeah.
I had to do what?
He's like, we're going to go light today, right? Like, it's going to be an easy day on set.
Dude, all you gotta do is jump. Well, that's all I got.
That's where I got started. All right, let's do this.
All you gotta do is jump off the hood of that truck into this moving bus and fight the Punisher.
And the bus
Superman.
is going 55 miles per hour.
Yes.
No cuts. Mickey, what's your favorite kill in the Punisher?
Man, like I kind of already talked about it, but I don't want to use it again. But I really loved it when he snapped that chick's neck because it was pretty brutal.
Oh, it's
like
the whole fight.
It's a great
It's
fight
a great fight.
where she is like she keeps coming up with weapons from everywhere, cutting him. Like he's having a hard time. But watching this whole thing, I'm like, big guys win fights usually, especially fights like this, right?
Yeah.
And he's a big guy, so at some point he's going to get the upper hand because that's just physics, man. Like the big strong guy is if the big strong guy gets his hands on the little guy, it's over, okay?
Yeah.
In a real street fight. So eventually he finally gets her. I forgot how he got around to the back of her, but he's like flexing and she's all choked up and he just snaps that thing like old school action movie style. I love that. But I want to give an honorable mention into that cocaine shipment where the Yakuza attack. One of the chicks that come out of the water onto the boat has like blades on her boots. She cuts a dude's hand clean off.
Yeah,
with a
she
kick,
does.
and then does like a high kick and slices his neck. And I thought that was badass. I
forgot
was like,
about
dude, that's
that.
fucking awesome.
It's the same girl because she uses the same weapon.
It is
against him.
Lundgren.
So
She's
that
cutting
chick
him up.
ends up
Yeah.
getting her neck snapped later. So it's a full circle moment. That's my kill of the week.
I
It
did
goes back to
forget-
Nate's boots because whenever he has her in that headlock, she's swinging her leg and all it's hitting is his bigger boots.
Yeah.
And it's not causing any damage till he can just crack and it's gone.
I'm gonna modify my docs to have those steel plates.
Hell
If
yeah.
only she knew how to Cynthia kick.
I will say
Scorpion tail.
there's a kill I forgot to mention. It's when the Yakuza comes in and kills that mom holding a stuffed panda in front of those kids.
Oh,
And
dude.
those
my
kids'
God.
mouth drop. The look on those kids' face is the funniest goddamn thing ever.
I feel like they filmed it directly in front of them. Like,
Yeah.
you're going to get a legit reaction out of these kids.
Because they went,
check
"Woo!"
this shit out.
They're like, is that real? Did that just happen?
Dude,
Even-
when Madame Tanaka pinned old fucking Frankie Two Fish up to the wall and said, "Here, you want this drink?" And he goes, he hawked to his
Yeah,
arm.
he does.
And she goes, "Oh, so you don't want the drink? Well, here's the chaser." Blow!
Dude,
Right in his
that-
mouth, dude.
That's
That
why
was
she's
cold.
such a good villain, because she's so
Yeah.
fucking cold, calculated. Also, the entire scene where Frank just comes in and blows away the entire dojo. I love how it's white, like it's so
Oh, yeah,
bright.
yeah.
And you have the other guy
Sounds-
just shaking the gun.
Yeah, the sounds of him reloading his like M4, M16, and like dropping the magazines, and then when the power gets cut and it turns red and it looks like a comic panel. Oh,
dude.
I love it so
I lo-
much.
It's sick.
That comic panel look to it. It's just like you guys did good. Like you did so good.
So good. There's a ton. Like, we don't do body count here, but there's like 90 plus
There's
deaths
over 90,
in
yeah.
this movie. Not in counting anyone that might have been inside of explosions.
Yeah.
They don't
Yeah.
count that.
Or the
Well over
120,
100.
the 125 we're told about.
No,
Yeah,
yeah,
so we never count
those.
those on the real
Nope.
show.
But oh,
Oh man, I wish everyone could have seen Dustin's face. That was great.
you know that's
Anyways,
he didn't come here for Punisher. He came here to say that, right?
yeah,
On to
I just
Hey.
came here to fuck with Dustin most of the time.
Charlie,
You guys are making this too easy. You looked way tougher in your mug shots.
All right, so now we're talking about the poster, right?
Yep.
Let's start in reverse. Let's go with Charlie first. I'm gonna go.
I kind of already said it, man. I pulled up to the movie rental store, and that giant Punisher, him just standing there, motorcycle behind him, the comic logo of the Punisher just underneath. That's all I needed. Like, it wouldn't have mattered if I'd never seen an ad for it in the comics. I wouldn't have even cared if I didn't know who the Punisher was. I
Yeah.
would have rented this movie
Yeah.
just based off of this poster right here. So yeah,
All right.
it 100% matches what I know I'm going to get.
All right, Nate. What did you think about the poster?
As a kid, it was like, yes, this looks awesome, but it doesn't have the skull, so it was confusing, right? And like we said at the beginning of the episode, as an adult, I fucking love it. Like, it's one of those things where It matches the exact tone of the movie. I love the color saturation on it. Like, it's just dark. It's grimy. Like, whoever was in charge of, taking pictures of Dolph Lundgren that day did a really good job.
It was the guy in all the casts.
Yeah, he's like, I'm the photographer as well. We're going to need a really good aperture over here.
Oh, man. All right. Dustin, what about you?
This poster's underwhelming, dude. Like, I really think so.
Okay.
Like, I'm in the same boat as Nate. Like, I think as younger growing up, not seeing the skull deterred me away from watching this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Because then I wouldn't have known that it was comic book based, So, I don't think the poster sells the movie.
Okay.
What about you, Mickey? How you feeling?
Judge, jury, executioner, all in a day's work. Like, that's all I really need. Also, a dude all in black with a gun in front of a motorcycle. I don't care if it says Punisher down there or not. I'm probably going to watch this regardless. But it is cool that the Punisher font is kind of in that comic book,
It's coming at you.
It's got hand drawn,
Yeah. It's really cool. I mean, I know this isn't fair, but just knowing that it's Dolph Lundgren would make me want to watch it too. But the vibe of the poster itself for me, to me, totally matches the film, and like I would zone in on this. That's why I know they couldn't have had this movie in the places I went, because I would have seen this and I would have been like, I want to watch that, even as like a 8-9-year-old kid. So yeah, I think it matches.
It's also so funny too. I was talking today at work about this, of like, kids have it so easy to just find anything these days. Where like back then, you just kind of had to like stumble upon it. Like the Captain America movie, I remember stumbling upon that on TV. I was like, "There's a Captain America movie!" Like, oh my god! Like, and then I didn't even know about the '70s one. Like, I only knew about the '90s
What the hell
one.
we went through when we found out there was a Fantastic Four movie and it never came out. It then turned into rumors of, I have a tape somewhere that the trailer was on it. I know I've seen the trailer. We're all talking about it. Who's seen the movie? And then you had some kid to be like, "Oh, I saw it." No, you...
Yeah, that fucking liar.
Just like that Shazam movie with Sinbad in it.
That exists.
That does not exist.
Don't you?
I don't remember that.
You guys
one.
weren't old enough to know that one. Okay, that's mine and Mickey's.
I remember the Shaquille O'Neal one. That's the only one I remember.
Kazam, yeah.
That's why millennials suck.
Because he made it rain candy.
And pizza.
Yeah.
How'd you get hit in the fucking face with a pizza pie, dude? That
sounds like a dream.
That pissed me off.
Then he was in Steel. Man, we really tried to. And he had Shaq Fu.
Oh yeah.
Oh
no. Shaq.
We tried with Shaq.
Man.
We gave him
something with him that wasn't basketball.
all the opportunities we gave the Hulk. Okay, and he couldn't pull off what the Hulk could do.
Could not.
That's it.
All right. Let's rate this bad boy.
All right.
Okay, but are we talking Predator Arnold, Running Man Arnold, or like Batman and Robin Arnold?
I'm going to go first on this one. All right. And I feel like, I mean, I've already talked up this movie so much. You know that I'm going to say it's badass, right? I don't know how to like say anything else, because we've all talked about how these awesome scenes and all these great things that have happened, all the action, all the like violence, the brutality, the like darkness, just everything was very grounded and gritty and serious, and it didn't get hokey or over the top. It was just like, I'm not saying it's not like a Charles Bronson type movie, but it feels like a Charles Bronson type movie, or like one of those like,
yeah, you're right. It feels like Death Wish 7.
Yes. You know what I mean? Like it kind of has that vibe, just not as like B as that. But
yeah,
if this movie had had probably more backing, it probably would have been done a lot bigger, but that doesn't matter. I think the acting's really cool. The character's really cool. The villains are really, really cool. We didn't get to talk a lot about Louis Gossett Jr., who did a great job in his small role. And this is a silly thing, but that little kid, Tony, what was his name?
Oh, that poor little kid, man.
Tommy. I just remember being like, I really like this kid because he did the right. His dad's a gangster, a mobster, but this kid kept doing like the right thing. Like I kept expecting him to be a spoiled brat bully, but he kept doing the right thing. And I was like,
but that's where I went. Old Man Castle. You get the kid who now is played by someone,
Chris
and
Pratt.
he has to kill Old Man Castle. Honestly, I'm down for
again,
that.
talking earlier about Tarantino stealing stuff. That's kind of like, she's like, when you get older, if you still feel bad about it.
Yeah, exactly. So let's have Old Man Castle happen first. That way Tarantino can steal it.
When
But,
we get
dude-
old lady Beatrix, is that what we're shooting for?
It might be, and like old lady
That's
feet.
it's all her feet. That's it.
Oh my god, can you imagine? He's like makes a movie at a retirement home,
Yes.
and like the camera pans left to right, and they're all at the beach, right? And it's just a bunch of old people feet.
God, it's
But yeah, again, the fight choreography.
And he's like, oh,
the fight choreography is so good. I just can't say enough
It's
good
just
things about it.
down and
So,
dirty.
like,
The fight.
It's badass. It's no secret. I'm gonna pass it on to Charlie.
So I've kind of kept something to myself throughout this because I wanted to wait till we got to the review part of it. And I hear this a lot with people that review comic book movies or something that has some lore behind it. When I watched this movie, I didn't care he didn't have the skull on his shirt. It never bothered me because I'm watching a movie. This isn't the comic. So it's got to be a little different, right? Like I never questioned and I never let it impact how I viewed it as even just an action movie. It never hurt the movie for me because even watching it as many times as I have, and once I learned that was an issue, I'm still like, who the fuck cares? It's a badass movie, and it's still, that's my rating because it's a I've watched it more recently than anyone here on this episode because I just love this movie. I have championed it since I was a teenager. I have always owned it in some way or another. And I need to get the updated one. I'm friends with the guy that did a lot of the special features on that DVD Nate has.
I'm excited because there's like interviews with the director, interviews with Dolph, there's commentary. There's 3 fucking cuts.
Yeah,
of the
so
movie.
he has done a ton of stuff through Instagram. Years ago we had talked about getting him on when me and Nate were talking about doing this movie, just never lined up. He's overseas, but this movie just makes me smile. Louis Gossett Jr., he might show up again this year. Just a little foreshadowing. So I'm always a fan of that guy. Nancy Everhart, Nate, did you recognize her at all?
I did not
because
know.
she's in one of the most badass underwater monster movies called Deep Star 6.
Yes, that is a movie. It exists.
But no, badass, flat out.
Yeah,
Love
yeah,
this movie.
okay.
Love it.
All right, so talking about the logo, and since there's a difference of opinion, I want to go to Dustin now. How do you rate The Punisher?
Oh, boys. All right. So I've wrestled with this rating all day.
Interesting.
I really did. I talked a little bit about this earlier, but John Bernthal, being my least favorite Punisher, has now been replaced with Dolph Lundgren as my least favorite Punisher.
Can I laugh in your face?
But I just can't take him. How I view in my brain the Punisher is an everyday dude.
Mm-hmm.
Dolph Lundgren is not an everyday dude. Like, he just has the look that he's over the top. It's because he is. He's a giant fucking guy.
Well, he's a giant, Swedish
Yeah,
man?
but my point is, I feel like Frank Castle, the character, is a regular fucking guy.
You're saying Ray Stevenson is a regular guy to you?
He's more regular than Dolph Lundgren and John Bernthal.
Ray Stevenson walks in a room and commands everyone's attention when
He's
walks
a regular.
in.
I don't care. He's a regular fucking dude to me.
He's a Jedi.
He's
so Jedi.
Yeah,
he is a Jedi with a perfect beard.
But
next to Mickey's.
I don't
Mickey's
know
beard's
about
really
that
good.
comment, sir. I normally let you ride on what you say. That one, though,
I don't know. Dolph Lundgren is probably my least favorite Punisher now.
Man.
But that does not deter the fact of all of the badass shit that happens in this movie.
Yeah.
I can look past him not having the logo. Again, me as a kid not knowing that Punisher is the same as the Punisher I'm reading in the books, because that is the distinction.
Yeah.
But I can look past that. I'm looking past Dolph Lundgren because we've talked about so many fucking awesome kills. Charlie, the movie opens with double explosions.
I mean, how often does that happen?
It doesn't.
Exactly.
Dude, paper walls are not safe in this movie.
Or anywhere.
Or anywhere. Dolph Lundgren's sweaty ass. Dude, like I said, the only thing this movie was missing was like a soundtrack. Like, throw a song in here while he's riding the bike or driving the bus.
I'll give you that one. I think I'll agree. Yeah.
Little White Snake, something like that.
Something like it would more than likely be AC/DC. Let's be fucking real.
Yeah.
But this movie is badass.
Hell yeah.
It really is. But I am not on the boat of Dolph Lundgren as Punisher.
Okay.
He just doesn't
All right,
do it for me. But this movie is badass.
Yeah. Dustin's not on the boat. We threw him off in
Yeah.
the lobby
Yep.
out in the ocean while the rest of us are partying with Dolph Lundgren with a giant fucking Punisher logo painted on the boat.
No, because there is no Punisher logo in this movie, Charlie, so it wouldn't be on the
Nate
boat.
already
Well, we
they
made it.
rappelled down
We made
the
a flag.
side and spray painted it.
All right.
Oh my god.
All right. Well, hey, I'll take a badass rating anyway, though. Nate, take us home, man. What do we got?
Oh, buddy. Unlike Dustin, I love every Punisher, even Thomas Jane.
I
'cause
like the
know
Thomas
that's
Jane
gets
one.
the most shit because he's mopey, and Thomas Jane's face is just mopey. Like, you ever look at that guy's face in the mist?
Yeah,
It's just
yeah.
like, why do
see him
you look
when he
like that? You're about to cry at any
When he
minute.
fights fucking bull sharks.
Yeah, but like, I even his Punisher, like that spray paint of the
Yeah.
skull, I have loved. I love that shirt. I don't even know why I'm going on this tangent and not Dolph Lundgren. But this movie's badass. Every single Punisher movie's badass. Every Punisher. Well, season 2 of the Punisher I never finished because I fucking hated it. I was like, this has got Jigsaw and it's so boring. What the hell are you doing, Netflix? But Netflix did that with literally every season of their Marvel shows except Daredevil.
Yeah.
Like Jessica Jones season 2 was terrible. compared to
Jessica
season
Jones
1.
period was terrible.
Dude, no, that first season's so
Yeah,
good with
it was
Purple
pretty
Man. Purple Man's so scary. David Tennant is such a good
Oh, yeah.
actor in it. Yeah. And her and Luke Cage bone down and they break the bed. Because you get to see two superheroes bone down and break the bed.
Yeah, I mean,
You're going to tell me Jessica Jones isn't good, this guy. At him. I got spit all over my mic. But it's badass. I fucking love this movie. I'm so glad to have that Blu-ray and that because on the back of it said Region B. I was like, yo, fingers are crossed it works. And thankfully it does.
Well, you know what that Region B stands for.
You just got hit with a 100% certified USDA prime cut, double barrel, eagle screaming, battle axe swinging, high octane 454 big block, badass B action movie rating. Hell yeah, you are welcome.
you know what the real show doesn't have, Nate? That.
Wait, you know what?
No, there's no you know what. There's no you know what.
No. When this show launched, I instantly started yelling at Charlie, like, where's our cool like, everything?
Exactly.
Why haven't you used Mickey?
Because
Or,
you
like,
wouldn't reach out
anything.
because you didn't want to ask him to come and play Sega at your house.
Well, it's because I didn't know who
Exactly.
at the time, and Dustin was the buffer friend. I was like, I can't just like slip into this guy's DMs. Look at this handsome stud. If I slip into this guy's DMs, I want to fumble everything I'm trying to say to him. Like, can you come on my show, please, and like do voice work? He's a working man. I can't just fucking do that. It's like asking a tattoo artist to be like, well, can you do it for $50?
Yeah.
I know a guy can do it better,
You know
cheaper.
what I'm saying? All Mickey needs now, because of the little story he told us off air, is a sawed-off shotgun and a
that's right.
Punisher shirt now,
Yes.
and no pants. Like
or
no
just a
fucker.
Punisher underwear is what he needs.
No, we're already
Punisher socks.
working on some merch, everybody. That
Yeah.
we think me and Mickey have come up with the greatest merch drop that you will ever have.
Yes.
I got some test prints for DTF
What?
to put on shirts, and they're small, so they're not going to work on like full. I'm a fat dude, so there's not big enough. So we
Well,
went.
sure, you want a larger graphic for a
Yeah.
tee, regardless the size of the tee.
So me and Mickey came up with the idea we're going to put them on boxers, and it's going to be like,
Oh.
be action boxers. We got your back. Just we cover the
I like this.
we cover the rear. Just
Yeah,
anything.
Yeah.
We
But
got
I
your
also-
backside. Yeah.
I also got thinking that if we don't put it on the back, we put it on the front where the flap is. You're going to be holding Mickey's dick every time you take a whiz.
The back, it just has to say badass on the back.
It's going to say 100% badass certified on the back. But
Yeah.
Mickey's in the middle of our logo and he would be at the flap. And you'd be like, hold on, let me whip
want
out my
these.
Mickey.
Oh,
Yeah. I want these to be like booty shorts
Yeah.
now.
So, Mickey, that was your birthday month, man. How you feel about the picks you made?
I feel great. I felt like those 2 really awesome movies. Yep, hit him with the Swamp Thing.
Hit him with the
thumbs up,
swamp thumb.
and then hit him with the harpoon from the Punisher.
Zip line like a wrecking ball. That's all we got to do on
It was
this
great.
one.
It was
All right, Dustin, what are we doing next week, brother? And I
So
say
far-
next week because we're recording it next week. So what are we doing in 2 weeks as far as the people are concerned?
So, the next episode that drops after this will be B Action's 1 year anniversary.
A year already.
One whole year from Fortress to now. I have created a bracket system from Fortress to now. I included the Punisher, a hero or a villain, or at least 2 people from each movie we've covered. And we are going to find out next episode who is the most badass B action character.
That's the dude from Equalizer, right? Because he has
Well,
that gun.
it's a randomized bracket.
Yeah.
So we'll
Oh.
find out.
You can't
Oh,
forget
okay, I like this
about Joe
idea.
Laura either. I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
See,
I'm just saying you put Joe Laura up against the Guyver. Who
Dude,
knows?
Joe
But that's
Laura
true.
wins every time. I'm just
His
saying.
fucking
We
hair.
have, hold on, we have a Chuck Norris character in there, I assume. Which,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep.
come on, dude, game over.
But I've also
You guys are also going to have to make sure that when these 2 people fight, you're going to have to keep it in like realistic terms too.
well, no, it's a randomized
All right.
bracket. And we're gonna go through each bracket and find out who wins between each bracket, and they move on and so forth. But not only that, Charlie, what did we receive for our 1 year anniversary?
So
Sick.
we finally got the finalized version. We've been hinting to you guys that we had a custom VHS made by Brainbuster Video, where Dustin has been singing their praises forever. It's how I found out about them.
Nate
And-
has a tape or 2, I think, from him too.
Yes.
Yeah, I do. It's right to the left.
So-
of me,
With
but
Dolph-
we're not
with Dolph
recording videos,
Lundgren.
so I'm not going to grab them.
So we
Yeah.
decided to pick probably the most B action of B action movies that we have talked about, probably more than any other movie. He made us a Steel Frontier custom VHS
That's so
with
cool.
B Action's logo on the backside of it. I mean, it is B Action approved. And we have one to give away to one of our listeners for our 1 year anniversary.
It's a beautiful thing too.
Yeah, and not only did we settled on Steel Frontier as the movie, but in my brain, how I looked at it, that is the first movie Charlie, myself, and Mickey covered together.
It was, yeah.
That
Fortress was just me and Dustin testing out the
Wow.
waters, but Mickey and me and Dustin all came together on Steel. And we invited, like, Mickey, you want to keep doing this? He's like, well, yeah, this is awesome.
Fuck
This
yeah,
is what we're doing.
Yeah, he went Death Riders. But yes, we will be giving one of those away. We'll figure out the logistics about the giveaway. I'm sure we'll talk about it off air. But
might
you will
even-
see.
We might even do this after the 1 year anniversary episode drops to make sure we get
Sure.
enough time.
Yeah.
But we are going to be doing a giveaway in celebration of it. Also, we each got a copy of it ourselves, but I'm just saying.
But yeah, so Mickey, what do you got cooking over on the Nerd Initiative, man?
Oh man, we're every week I drop a couple comic book reviews, but And we also have Play for Keeps every Monday night
Yes.
on YouTube and Twitch and all that. We've kind of been doing Mayhem because we didn't really have a theme this month. And we've
Sounds
been
familiar.
Yeah, we've been talking about several things. We just did like old school cereal toys and like crossover licensed cereals and anything that was real cool from the 80s and 90s. I don't have anything planned for this next week. We're just gonna kind of wing it and we'll see. But yeah, stay tuned though because we're gonna have some pretty cool stuff coming up in July. We may be doing a little crossover with the month of action. Is all I'm saying.
The what?
Month of action.
Oh, Charlie over there getting pre-lubed up.
I've been lubed since May.
There may be some Rambo toys or something like that. Some other stuff. I don't know. We'll see.
Charlie, if you want to talk about that briefly, like let everybody know what's going on with the month of action.
It's a month of action, sir. I don't know how much more description we need.
Yeah, I don't know what else. Yeah.
How much what else do I say?
It's in the name.
For the last 2 years, every July, we have dedicated it to an entire month of action movies. And every year it has gotten bigger from when I first incepted it with Nate and we kind of worked out a little like way we wanted it to run. Then the following one, we started adding guests and we had B Action going. So we literally had action movies twice a week this year to make it bigger without, I think I did the count. It was like 19 movies last July with all my streams and all of the podcasts that I did for the month. I can't do that again that big, but how do I make it bigger? We are inviting other shows to at least do one episode in July and brand it the month of action. We will have custom drops made for them from our beloved Silver Fox Mickey is going to be doing some John Mortis drops for them to play on their episodes. Dustin had commissioned an amazing artwork for our month of action that is coming out here. So we are involving, I think the count is like getting close to 10 other podcasts.
I think it's 10 shows.
Yeah, that are jumping in on this, and we're all
it's
turning into a giant month of action, and I cannot wait. It's gonna be a blast. And I am curating, I'm almost done with our list here. I have a couple of more for the main show, and here very, very soon I will be releasing what those are.
Yeah, we don't even fucking know what Charlie's picking because he's picking the whole month.
Yeah.
Just he's gonna do good.
No, I know, but it's
Solid.
like we just don't know what we have in store.
That's true.
No,
So
it's fine. It'll work.
Yeah, it's gonna be a ton of fun. Ton of crossover. Ton of cross promoting is the goal.
That was the big goal. How do we do this bigger without adding extra work to anyone else, including ourselves and other shows? Because we love guests, but it takes a lot of time and scheduling. So I was like, this is easier. Just pick an action movie. If you're a horror podcast, pick an action horror movie. There's tons of options, so no one gets left out. Like Nikki's doing Nerd Initiative. Let's talk action toys. So action is for everyone. So it's going to be an awesome July coming up.
Yeah, but on top of that, what do you have cooking over at Give Me Back My Action and Horror Movies?
It's been come what may. So it started out great. Then the podcast gods required a sacrifice, and I had to give them an episode. So now everything's messed up. So now we had to record another episode. So Bullet Train Explosion just came out, which was a lot of fun. That was a Pete pick that he did good. Our following one is a horror one that I allowed him to pick, and it's called Spider Baby from like 1960 something. Lon Chaney and Sid Haig. Looking forward to that. But then my makeup movie is an action movie, and it could only be one movie, and I've been trying to figure out where to put it. We are covering at the end of the month RoboCop 2. Is coming to the channel.
Whoa!
So it's a heavy hitter. I'm ending May off with that.
Let me take that off our list.
Don't even think it was on our list, sir.
I think it is.
Oh, no,
it's fine.
It's going on the main show, and I will announce it here first. We haven't even announced it on the main show, Nate. Next month for the main show, we bring back the month of chaos.
Month of chaos.
I still feel like I should be allowed to have, some as a producer of the show, I feel like I should have some picks that go onto the wheel of chaos.
I thought you did. I thought you had Dirty Dancing.
No. That's Footloose.
Oh yeah.
Footloose. But I just feel like I should be allowed to have a few more. Like, I don't know.
More than just me you have to talk to. But that's what's going on over on the rest of the channel for us. Dustin, what are you doing at all of your other podcasts?
So on the Flicks and Friends, we are on the letter Q, and that is for A Quiet Place. We talked briefly about John Krasinski on this episode. A Quiet Place fucking rules.
Yes.
It is a badass movie. And then right after that, we have our letter R. Do you want to guess what letter R was?
RoboCop.
No.
2.
No. Yes, yeah.
2.
The three of us have actually talked about it before when I asked what everybody's favorite movie dragon was.
Rain of Fire.
We got Matthew McConaughey coming on, and he's over there talking about the magic hour. He's sitting there, he's like, hey, this the beautiful dragons and magic hour. The big old, come on, big boy.
I model.
All right.
He goes, the dragons, I keep getting older, but the dragons stay the same age.
You just beat me to it, you son of a bitch.
I model my entire look off of that one particular movie, sir.
Of McConaughey in it.
Of McConaughey.
And we had Milo on for both, and
Awesome.
Rain of Fire was Milo's first time watching it.
Oh my God, yeah.
Oh, you'll just have to hear it. But yeah,
can't wait.
It was a ton of fun. But that's all we had cooking over there. But Nate, we really appreciate you coming out of the cave, hanging out with us.
Oh, you're not gonna ask Nate what he's up
Nate,
to?
what do you got cooking on what are you doing, Nate?
Not much. Can't record
Just
usually.
hanging out, playing Nintendo.
No. Yeah, I haven't changed since high school.
I've been training for the Summer Olympics. What have you been doing?
I released the first Seagali episode on the channel.
No, it's the first and only Seagali.
The first and only Seagali, where we managed to snag Steven Seagal himself to do a live commentary to Exit Wounds. So you can watch Exit Wounds and listen to the commentary, and it really meshes up pretty well, and it does go the whole movie. It's a one-man, just Steven Seagal, letting him reminisce about making that movie. I might make not another Nate show or something, or Nate needs a co-host show. We'll see. It really depends on how trash I get and if I get around a microphone. Really, what I'm saying is, you know how you need like a license to drive or like buy a gun. You should probably have a license to like podcast. Like if you're allowed to put stuff out into the ether. Honestly, out of the 170 some episodes I've been on, it's really impressive. I haven't said anything that's like
cancelable,
terrible. Yeah.
Aside from his disdain for other countries, but we've let that slide.
I don't even remember which countries I hate right
Italy.
now. So
it's so long. Yeah, you hate Italy.
It really is.
Hate France.
Italy should not make movies at all. France shouldn't even try.
Yeah,
like, what
the
are they
French
doing?
should just have the Punisher come after them. Shit.
That's right.
They really should. I mean, they would just surrender after 10 minutes.
But
Australia, they're all
what about
right.
RRR? That was a good one, huh?
Fuck that goddamn movie. You know what? There was another movie from India called like Kill. That's fucking awesome on a train. And Pete could have picked that, but no. And there's no goddamn singing. That movie has a kid get stabbed with a machete out of nowhere, and I went, "Whoa!"
So Charlie,
like an
over here,
8-year-old.
we don't have like the Jeopardy music to play while Nate keeps going.
Yeah.
I have nothing. All I have
Can I
is
laugh in your face?
that's all I
There you
have.
go.
That's it. That is actually in the Seagali as well. You can hear Steven Seagal's like.
You know what? Do
do
you know what
that.
Seagal should also say in the Seagali?
What should he say, Dustin?
He says, "Don't just watch action."
Be action.
Mission accomplished.